This week we're heading to Mount Bromo via Surabaya using Bali's domestic airport, but those plans failed with Mount Bromo being closed for cleaning and maintenance, so plan change. We're heading to Malang to check out the colourful villages and historic walking areas. We're crossing Java and this is the start of our adventure. Join us on Travelling Planet Earth. We're at Detour Airport, and if this looks a bit different to what you're used to, we're at the domestic side. We're heading to Java. We're going to do a month there. Bromo, Malang, Yogyakarta, Bandung, Jakarta. We're going to have a good look through those main cities. Let's go have a look at what the domestic airport's like. Bali's domestic airport is pretty impressive, but it should be, as it is the old international one. So we've arrived in Surabaya, and that's a 1 hour flight and a 1 hour time difference. That's the same time as what we left Bali. Biggest thing we've found now is we've just found out that Bromo is closed for the weekend. Down to Ramadan, Eid has just finished, so it needs time for maintenance. So we'll spend some extra time in Malang, check out what the city's like, what the food's like, what the culture's like. The next thing, grab our bag and then try and get a grab to the train station. We got a grab?
We do.
So we've got our grab, and I think it's about a 30-minute drive. 30-minute drive to the train station?
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Bit of traffic, let's see how we go. We don't like travelling. We got to Surabaya Bang station, no more trades until tomorrow morning. So we've got to weigh up, do we stay overnight, pay $50 to stay somewhere, then do the train? But we found out we can get a grab for $38. So we're going to just grab that grab. It's nearly quicker than the train to get down there. It's an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on traffic. The train's 3.5. We would have got in at 9 o'clock tonight. Otherwise now we're going to get it at 6. We're going to grab it down to Malang. Malang's Heritage Walk is a guided or self-guided tour through the historic centre of Malang. It highlights an area called the Kampung Heritage Kajatangan, and that is the old Dutch area. Traditional houses, local culture, narrow alleys, and a lot of houses that actually do food. Malang's historic Walk Street area is filled with numerous warungs and coffee houses, and it also feels a little bit like a university town. It's got that vibe to it. It's getting hot, so it's time to get into the old back streets of the Heritage Walk. But first, let's start with a coffee at Kateka Sound. Let's be honest, most people that come to Malang are using it as a jump-off point to Bromo. But this weekend when I'm here, it's the end of Ramadan and Bromo is closed for cleansing. So what else do you do in Malang? Let's go have a look. I think the two main things that I see are the Heritage Walk and the Blue and the Colour Village. While I'm in the main street, I might as well have a look at the Heritage Village and see what that's like first. So the fee to get in is 10,000 rupiah or 5,000 for a local. Pretty good value for probably a couple of hours walk through the streets. So the first thing I'm noticing here, these are real streets, these are real houses, real people. It's just that it's been made since 2018 into a tourist attraction to see how the people of Malang originally lived and still do. I'm here during the day, but from what I've been told, it comes alive around 3:30 in the afternoon till 6. There's a lot of restaurants in here, a lot of warungs, a lot of eating places, market right here to the right of me. A lot going on. It's actually a very working village. There is also a waterway that runs through the village. The water's quite, we'll call it muddyish, brown colour. That flows through, probably goes all the way through Malang, through this village, and then just keeps sweeping on. Hello, how are you? Good?
Yes.
So the streets themselves, they see a lot of traffic. There's a lot of Instagram going on here and a lot of local Indonesians that come here to have a look at the heritage of the city. As a village, this is quite interesting, but there is a little bit that you do feel like you're stepping in people's front yards, in their front rooms. It's quite interesting though. I think what I'll do next is head over to the blue village and the colour village and see what the difference is there. I'm pretty sure this is a lot more touristy. So the heritage area is a lot closer than it looks like on the maps. From the heritage walk down to the coloured village isn't that far. Bakso. Bakso?
Yes.
Good. Well, I've made my way to the bridge that's in between the blue village and the colour village on the other side. And from what I can see, I think the blue village was painted in 2018 and it was done to support the village, and it's painted in the colours of the local football team, which is the blue colour. Now it looks like after about 8 years, a lot of that blue is starting to come off. I'm going to get down in there and have a good look of what's down in there. There's a lot of traffic in Malang, and also we'll go to the other side of this bridge to what's known as the colour village on the other side. So as you walk in, the blue village looks like it's seen better days. You know, I've got to be honest, I can't just walk around and sugarcoat everything throughout Asia. The village looks a bit dirty, looks like the paint is wearing off. There's no tourists here like I saw at the Heritage Walk. It's more just like walking through a poorer village, being a bit of a voyeur. To be honest, it's not the best feeling. Maybe that's why most YouTubers I've seen just take a couple of shots from up on the bridge and talk about the place. So I've just entered the Kala village and I don't really get it. I've bought a water because there's no entry fee to come in. But I thought the whole idea of the Kala village and the blue village was to try and start some income tourism venture for these villages. But when I walk through them, I'm seeing general life. And I saw one or two little shops that sold some water and not much else. But I don't get the attraction. And I'm sorry for that because I feel like it's been done for a reason. But I'm judging this for myself as a tourist coming through Malang. I don't see the point. I'm not sure why I don't get it because I get why it's here. Well, I think I do. Now leave me a comment if I'm missing something. Because when I walk through it, I feel like I'm just walking through people's homes. I don't think I have any real benefit or any value to the people who are here for me actually coming here to have a look. Whereas the Heritage Village, it was full of warungs, commerce, trade, people. There's just two completely different things here that I just don't get. Thank you very much. Why is it coloured? Why paint colour? Yeah. So you're from this side and blue side. Okay, blue, that side, and colour. So I've just had my own question answered. As you come down the road, there's a ticket office where it's 10,000 rupiah to come into the village, and that includes both villages by the sign on there. So I paid 20, that's all I had. But I suppose they make $1 a person to come in and take photos of the coloured villages. It's a start, but let's go have a look and see what's in here. So I've just gone into some lower alleys. I'm trying to make my way down to, there's a bridge and some water in the middle that I can see. But I'm pretty much in the depths of it here, I think. And the gentleman at the ticket office just told me that there's definitely not one at the blue one, but there is a ticket office at the bottom of the colour, and at the top is where I come in. Don't know how to put this in words because I'm probably going to cop some feedback on it, but I feel like I've just entered an area where it's $1 for Instagram poverty. I don't know. Like basically you're coming in here, yes, you've got some good photos of some coloured buildings. That's it. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about this. I'm not sure about Malang. I think it's a great place to come, be that jump off point for waterfalls, for Bromo. It has got some really good local food, but would I come here on purpose or would I just do it as a quick stopover? For me, I think a couple of days, it's interesting, but not a destination for me. Saying that, I think there's a lot of people that would love it.